call Mark Mitchell.
Chair, I'm happy to take a call on this. Although I'm not on the Finance and Expenditure Committee, it was a great opportunity to be able to take a call. I have to say that in an appropriations debate, I was shocked to see the Labor spokesperson or economic spokesperson, Grant Robinson, get up and spend the first half of his debate talking about the Honourable Jonathan Coleman's here, talking about the Honourable Paula Bennett's texting habits. If he's going to talk about the Honourable Paula Bennett, talk about doing the reverse bungee. She's very good at that. And that's right. I can testify. I assure you. And the third thing is that he was obsessed with the National Party conference. He should have just bought a ticket and come along. And the Honourable Bill English's speech. And I think the reason why he spoke about the Honourable Bill English's speech so much is that that's where he gets all his information. That's where he actually learns what's going on. Mr. Speaker, I want to talk about, because it is an economic debate, I'd like to take it back to my own electorate. Because we have been talking about how much diversification we do have in the New Zealand economy today, and we do. We do have other industries that are doing very, very well. We have a dollar that has weakened, and of course, in any economy, there's always an upside and a downside to that. But one of the upsides that we experience, of course, is for our exporters, which being a trading nation and a nation that relies heavily on exports, that's actually a very good thing for our economy. I want to recognise and speak about Southern Paprika. It's a business up in the north of my electorate, just outside of Warkworth. The principal, the owner of the company is Hamish Alexander, a business leader in our electorate. And they are diversifying. They are using technology. They are forming partnerships around the world. They've formed a very strong partnership with a Dutch company where now they're starting to grow product and get into the European market and start to be a real force to be reckoned with over there. They create jobs. They're creating more jobs. Yep, they went through a bit of a tough time when our dollar was as strong as it was, but they adapted and they found a way to keep trading and to keep growing. Now that the dollar's come back a bit, that growth is accelerating. It's getting faster. They're moving into, they're diversifying into new products. They're investing in avocado. They're buying more land. They're creating more jobs. It's an exciting business, and it's another very strong piece of our economy. I'd like to talk about the honey merchant. The honey merchant out of Matakana. I know that Minister Coleman, I hope, visits our markets up there and gets to experience some of the honey from the honey merchant. It's good honey. Oh, it's outstanding honey. And the reality of it is that this business is growing. And we were very lucky last year to have a visit from a delegation from China that signed a contract with them from China. From China? Oh. A very good delegation from China who are forward-looking and see the opportunities that New Zealand also presents in terms of business partnerships and joint ventures and being able to grow another very strong part of our economy. A part of our economy we were leading around the science. We were developing new strains of honeybees that are placid, that are very hard-working, and that are making a massive contribution to another very strong sector in New Zealand. They're creating jobs. They're creating jobs, and this is actually something that I think is actually pretty good, is that a lot of young people in my electorate are actually taking an interest in the honey industry. They want to get an entry into the honey industry, and so we've got an industry in Rodney that is leading in science, is leading in technology, and is now starting to train and starting to bring young people into the industry. They need to learn the science. There's a lot of science associated with it. They need to be able to, they're in the process of buying and identifying more land. There's even manuka starting to be planted or replanted around areas in my electorate. It's an industry that's growing. And the reason why I wanted to talk about these two examples, Mr. Chair, is because the reality of it is we do have a diversified economy, and we do have some great little industries, some great New Zealand products that are growing and that are being traded and exported around the world. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.